Yeah. Why would it let you click spawn and then still have to build the environment? Come on. Okay, so we left off knowing that this thing had some congestion problems, we'll say. Especially with them wanting to beat out here. So, we're still in Cheaty McCheater mode. I'm not going to worry about repainting because this gun is dead. Let's repair that. I just want to, like, you can see where they were beating around here. I repaired all the stuff that had just been kind of beat up. Loot bag. Oh, there's still all the loot bags, probably. Yeah, there is. I had put plates on here. Oh, well, hang on. Much better. Okay. We moved this guy up mid-Horde Night. I'd want to get something a little bit nicer than that pole. I just didn't want anyone to be able to stand on that pole. Let's see, what else? These had... It's weird. Yeah, some had just super minimal. Right, we're not too worried about that. Yeah, just making sure nothing is like, like that. And actually, I do think we're going to go ahead and take out the first, just come on this way. First couple meters. Where are we? We're starting on that one. So I'll just leave that one there. That's fine. And I don't know. I don't really want... Yeah, I guess we want them slowed up about right here, because this is where the blade trap's going to start hitting them. So that... Ooh, and that one was almost gone. We'll want to take this out. What can we put that's going to be nicer than that? Than the pole. Other poles. I mean, I guess we could do something like this. We could have done that here. Now, I like that these are single pieces because if one breaks, it's not taking two poles out. Let's go advance. Now, it would be funny to place it kind of low, like that, so that it's launching them upward, but I don't... I want them to be up and in our face if they're gonna... And let's put this kind of close. Like, I'm thinking right here, just to continue disrupting and impeding... Well, I don't want to impede their flow in, but... Where did that turret go? There it is. Oh, and it's got to be... Yeah, okay. So it's counting the surface as just... This is tricky. Let's just see what happens right there. Here, we'll quick test right now. Let me get... One second. Pulling up all the commands for the console commands here. Okay, so set time. Day 777. Hour 2200. Minute 00. Start her up. Let's see what happens here. I already hear him beating outside, so something's still wonky there. Maybe it's because it's where I am. So what I'll do real quick, turn you guys off. Kill all? Yeah, kill all. Oh yeah, come back out here. Late. The only thing that spooks me out about these is that little ledge that puts on top. Because I'm sure if they stacked up enough, they could stand on it and just start beating and entering higher. Do this consistently all the way across, though. I'm hoping that helps. You could do these 2 layers up, so yeah, because we could jump up here. So let's do that. I'm gonna get rid of that first layer of ladder, because then we could get up here. Could we? Yeah. I mean, I guess we could anyways. Depending on how many parkour points you have, you could just jump right up to it. So, okay. That's right, I was going to take that out. Maybe we leave one there, though. I'm wondering if these being in the front, I'm just wondering what all is really a deterrent in any way. I'm not worried about the bottom. If they're dead, they're dead. So, back in here. Fired up. I almost want to put the switches down here now. If I ever went to go rewire everything. Alright, I hear people out here, but I don't think they're beaten. Which, that could tell me maybe we put windows in there. Where are you guys? Ooh, did he? Okay, so that sledge will have a chance to probably phase some of these guys through the scaffolding ladder. I think what just happened there was that he got hung up on the ladder as if he was climbing it. Down a little bit. I want to see. I'm going to let him advance though. I want to see. They're way further ahead, even with that sledge turret down there, than they previously had gotten. Just by removing that first meter of the electrical fence. So if they leak up here slowly, I think this turret will get them before we would ever have a chance to melee. Thinking now too, you could put this ladder, have a ladder that goes straight down and continue this, make this a 3-story, kind of have a whole chamber down here where you can, the scaffolding ladders where you can get out, prepare the blade traps down there. That would be pretty nifty. And then I guess you wouldn't want somebody staying down there because they'd probably just try to start feeding through the walls. So it would be run down there, repair, come right back up. It's a lot of repairing though. I don't know if that would necessarily be worth it. And you'd break their pathing for a while, or you probably could use them. So maybe not. Maybe you would have ladders that go down every so often, just so while hanging on the ladder you can reach it. But to see how that affects their pathing. Gonna let this run for a little bit and see how close these guys get. We'll melee as need be. We can't reach your con, right? Yeah. And then that guy gets them. Ooh, that was cop spit. Somebody did spit. They had some sort of line of visibility. Blade traps, probably need it. Well, not too bad. That one's fine. It is weird, they're getting down this side better than any other side. I guess I can stand around, kind of move around too, see how it affects their passing abilities. Stand up here and also do what you gotta do. Let's look outside. There's somebody beating. Yeah, so there is still some beating going on out here. You just moved. It seems to be temporary beating. They don't like when you come out here. Let's go back in. So not getting, I don't think we're getting a bunch of additional loot bags, but this is keeping them at bay, so start working them, throwing them down a little bit, actually killing them. Get some new waves coming. Oh, yep, see? It did it. It knocked one of them through, so. I think they get through just enough where they start hanging on this like an actual ladder. And then they're just kind of clipped on through. Do it too? No, he fell. Okay. That corner specifically. Oh, did I just shoot? I just shot it and it killed the turret. So I guess that's the problem having a turret down there. Can you recover it from back here? Can. Okay. Not bad. So we would maybe keep another set of them poles right here. We'll just put a plate for right now. And repair them. Get out here. See now, I don't know. This would be tricky to do without God mode. Oh, you can't. You can reach the piece. That is great. So we'll here. Just like that. Oop, I left that thing open. Well, it'll be alright. I'm scared to get zapped. Right there. Oh yeah, just knock the whole group. Okay, well that's awesome. I hope that remains the same, where you can reach through the scaffolding ladders and set stuff like that. That would be tricky. Let's see if we can make this zap again. Would be nice if there was some sort of way to, even if it's expensive, to reinforce traps and things like that. Used it. They're still beating right there. Interesting. So probably would do those plates, I don't know, I guess the whole distance. He spit all the way in. Doors took it fine now. How are we here? These are still totally fine. Very tanky. Uh-oh, he's getting close. Let's see if this can reach him from that side. We could probably reach a hit in from here. It does. Okay, that reaches all the way across then. He spit up from the bottom. He blew up outside. That bastard. Saw a blade trap go flying. It's amazing. They get way further in. Oh, they're skipping. There we go. I forgot to check on these, so. Yeah, it would be nice if there was some sort of, even if it's expensive, reinforcement option for those. Must be between waves or something here. There they are. I think they're beaten out back here. Just take a peek. Yeah, why are you doing that? I guess it's because we're back here, but oh yeah, see they were piling on top of each other. Get out of the way. Oh, he hit me through the ladder. Alright, So yeah, maybe this is a little close for it, but get your body out of the way. There we go. Keep more aim to the left here. Non-rad top. Interesting. Where's he going? Is he gonna get through? Nope. Oh. Just imagining if you had 3 or 4 intellect builds in here and just the corridor lined with sledges, it would probably be more of a problem than anything. You would just never have a chance to shoot anybody, but guess we need ammo. Let's drop some of this junk. That. It's almost 4. I'm going to let this run towards the end here. And then we'll check the outside and see what we look like for damages. They beat that through again. There's still something there they do not care for. Oh, it's all those two. They're beaten from the outside. We didn't go that high with the plates. Oh, you are able to get under the traps. Oh, no, that one got him. These need repair. Probably do. Is she standing on that pole? I think she is. I'm curious to see if she does. She's trying to make her way back, so she's just gonna get shot. Another crawly guy. Okay, so they do have just enough room to crawl under there. At least the hazmat ones do. Get him, Mr. Sledge. What are you doing? It's just out of range. Last 10 minutes here. See through? Nope. Another hazmat. So maybe it's just the hazmat guys somehow can clear that. Or they're just getting dismembered the easiest. You see somebody was just standing out there, I think, on the cladding. Come on down. She got through. Seems like it's those girls specifically that are getting through too. Okay, so they can get down. Ooh, there's still a lot of them. Let's just get rid of them. Get up here. Take a peek here. Yeah, so still some hitting out here, but not nearly as bad. But a good amount. But right here, yeah, they were about to get through. So these two going wouldn't have mattered. They were hitting there. Yeah, they were stacking on top of each other. Oh yeah, right there. So they were doing about the same thing on this side. What is different on this side? I mean, I could do plates on the interior here as well. Probably what I would... I can't there, though. So... It would take some more playing with to see. I would do these... I mean... maybe just all the way up like this. At least on the front-facing area here. Something like that. They don't seem to care about... I mean, they're hitting down there, but... right here, too. What's right here that's easy to get? Nothing. Oops. Yeah, so that would probably be the best thing to do all the way around there. This side, it's funny, they didn't care for. And I mean, that may have just been because more came from the east instead of the west here or something. Okay, that's no blade traps. Let's get on the front. Let's get rid of that. So, like, blade traps would still go here. They would just be floating. Yeah, they would just float away from the wall, which, We don't have 10 seconds to stand here. Just destroy that. How are we looking down here? Okay, good. They're not doing much of anything down here. Which is good. Just get rid of that. Totally unimpeded flow. They're getting mad right here and wanting to come straight over. That's weird. That's interesting too. There's like something about this path right here. How do the poles look? They're in decent shape. We didn't have any explosions. Doors are decent. Everything else is decent. Scaffolding is all fine. Let's leave the traps off and fire them up again. Oh, where are we? Is that right? Yep, that's right. Alright, so traps are off. My doors are open. I want to see if they mow straight down through. They're already hitting out here. Why? Yeah, they're hanging up on that ding-dong. It's funny, it seems to be the lumberjacks specifically. Getting through. Yeah, see, she is jumping on that pole, so you can't have any extra things down there. Let's close those up. Let them keep coming and turn stuff on. Yeah, it's another lumberjack. And the mow. Interesting. Wondering if this whole chamber's long. We smash it in a few meters. Okay, there's fine. I think they're only hitting right here because I'm standing right here. That extra plating seems to help, I think. No, he looked like he was nailed down. It's them getting hung up on each other right here, too, is part of the problem. It only takes one of them. Once one of them's beaten and it's hanging up the rest, then it becomes a bigger problem. I think what might help, too, if we figure out a way to route these stairs, maybe just straight up and out. I think that's going to be the move. So they flow back, and it's just directly back in. Around a little bit so I have good evidence of where they're getting hits in. Let's see. Seeing if there was like a speed up, fast forward, if you will. Still wanting to hit right on there. I think it's these guys. One guy comes over and gets hung up, and then the rest of them get hung up. Very interesting. Yeah, right here too. Yeah, I mean, I know they like to move diagonally, so this is like... that is the path. Let's carve this out. And do stairs. Good lord. Let's go to... there we go. Gosh. Let's go back to simple. Now we're talking. I would probably... these are 3 wide. I would probably make this 4 wide. And I'll close this off. So... we'll just do... let's just get squares in here. And I mean, whatever, if they pile on top of each other, that's fine. But we want to close it all the way up. So, yeah, let's... I'm not going to worry about this looking good. I'm just going to worry about it functioning for now. Alright, so that's nice and closed off. And screw it. We'll just leave it like that for now. Let's go up here. Turn everything on. Make sure everything is healthy. Healthy enough, at least. And roll the tape. Okay, they're running. Right on back through. Give them some time to do their thing. We're just being a good witness right now. Alright, I think that's because I'm standing right here. Nice. Come around to this side. Do you guys do the same thing over here? I'm standing on this side. Cut it out. piling up right there. Come on down. Move back in. What if I go invisible? Is that just visually, or do they not see me at all? Is that how invisible works? Why are you beating the floor? Still just really have a problem with that wall. Let's turn invisible back off. Interesting. I don't know, I'm wondering if we just stick a blade trap out there just so it's out there. Bam. Come over here for a second. Come on, everybody. Come on through. Forward. Cut it out. He's really stuck in there. As many times as we've simulated this Horde Night, I've only gotten 3 levels off. Almost got raised all the way up there. Hey, thank you for the follow. Let's take a peek out here again. Wondering how bad. They're still hitting it. Always the lumberjacks. Oh yeah, I forgot. We put that blade trap out there, but that's not necessarily on the wall. It's sort of floating out there. On that side too. Alright, everyone. And the bikers. So it's the big guys. The big guys always have a problem with it. Alright, everybody come out. That guy's just running on through. Alright, and then right back in we go. Kind of move some of them off here. Keep them passing. Something knocked me a little bit. Want to see what this forward sledge does here once it gets a kind of a handful of dudes up here. Its thing. Is that one still alive? Yep, that one's still alive. As long as we don't shoot it, it seems like it holds up fine. Oh, we need to get... They're getting in further resistance. The nurses. So the nurses and the scantily clad ladies, they get through more easily on the scaffolding, and then the big guys have a problem with beating the walls. Yeah, see, that was like an Arlene or whatever. She didn't get through it. Funny, the hazmat guys, they seem to get the furthest down this corridor. Yeah, see, look, another nurse. That's funny. I guess just something to do with their character makeup or something like that. Let's peek out here again. Yep, no doubt. Biker guys. I think she's just got hung up, so she's hanging out with them. I mean, I guess you could... That's right, I got spikes all the way over here. Get back down the balcony here. I guess you would have to come out here and just kind of... make sure nobody's beaten. How scary is it if you fall down? Say it's mid toward night, you fell down. It's very scary. Stop it. Yeah, see, it's a lumberjack back. Why? Like, what is he doing? Stop it. How are you guys liking this, though? Okay, they beat the dirt out a little bit. Bleeding. We're bleeding. If we parkour right back up, they should just start passing right on back through. I don't think I have any real first aid on me, do we? We got painkillers. Just got load out of it. Ooh, cops bit all over the place. Good lord. Blade traps are holding up better for some reason. I don't really... When we were first running this, they were like... The first ones were taking a beating at first. And I'm wondering if just for some reason we got rid of that first meter of electrical defense, that it has lightened the load and kind of spread the damage out. You see that biker got inside and turned around and was starting to try to hit there. Looked like the white almost got through there. So the cops bit, they are still... Like, where did he... I thought he hit somewhere out here. You were very rude, sir. Look at that. Why? Why? So, I don't know. I guess we would put a window to shoot through out here or something, or... I don't know. I'm stumped on that. They're still doing it even after we redirected the steps. He is standing on his buddy's shoulders. How are you handling all this down here, though? You guys fine with this? You don't mind this. So the distance isn't too big a deal. POV, you're stuck. Oh, we're crowd surfing. Oh my gosh. Crouch, just excuse me. Just need to sneak through here real quick. Okay. I got too scared. Had to go God mode. I want to see something. Let's open this up for him. Yeah, of course, they'll just start passing through there. And just ignoring this, right? Yeah, then you got a real problem. And then what? What's the next move? You just SOL, I guess. Oh my gosh, it's just scary. Oh, I guess this blade trap right here has been taking out some buzzards. And this is your last ditch effort in this base. If all else fails, you're blasting them from the rooftop here. They're getting zapped still, though. It's funny that they're not like halfing around the traps. They're choosing to still go through the traps. Like a bunch of knuckleheads. That guy's stuck in the POI. Alright, well, that's a mystery. I still don't think they have enough gusto through Horde Knight to get through there, so the problem is this piece of scaffolding ladder takes up this, so we can't put plates on that to help protect from it. I'm trying to think. If we maybe just did bars here, starting to hurt the aesthetic, but if we did bars facing out like this. Let's go God mode. Scared. Would have to have something below it like that. Oh, I guess it's hanging off the ceiling too. But if this one breaks, no, that's all right. It's still tied next to it. That's right. Okay. Let's turn that off. So technically, if we did that, let's get 2 of those. Oh, we got that right here. Copy, shape, and rotation. What is that? Oh, I didn't fill it in. Okay. So now we've got, and screw it, we'll put one right here. Just that whole piece. Those are all still fun. Ooh. What was that? What was that one? They seem less interested on this side. Still. Get out of here. Normal zombie. Ooh, they weren't liking this. I think we're too long. I think it's part of the problem. Or the depth. The front to back depth, I think, is too much. And another thing is I might maybe, if we started the stairs further out, so they were at this walking level, like this was just a platform. Problem is then you have this raised platform, you would need just stairs all on the sides and everything, I guess, for them to get up. So if somebody is coming around this corner, they can walk straight up and get to that level and path through. I don't know if that's going to fix anything, though. I think once they reach this point, they're dialed in to come this route, so that's not really... It's not really solving a problem. Alright, I'll repair this all the way. Let's give her one more go here. Make sure this stuff is all repaired. It's funny, I would think right here, I was worried about this. Because if they come in through here, they could just jump right into that. But they don't seem to mind. It is this side. They just have total hatred for it. Kick it off again. Step right up here. Let's give ourselves some ammo. Could get real crazy and get more blade traps on this back wall as they fall. Still, I'm not sold by this guy being right here. But, who got through? Oh, little guy. I forget his name. I'll try to soften him up as we go. We'll kind of treat this like it's a real horde night. Total accurate testing. I would probably, for the sake of not wasting ammo, this would be my play. Sniper rifle, sitting here. Keeps them cleared down pretty good. Cops are still spitting willy-nilly. I was also thinking, and this is thinking out loud now, I wonder if we were to put a door in here, one of the double doors, but leave it open, I wonder if that helps them understand that that is a path. That it's an open path. Like not an incidentally open path, but like an actual path. Alright, here's some noises out around the outskirts here. So randomly hit. It's funny then you spot them, they run away. down. Get out of here, boy. Through here. They're not hitting. I think the little bars trick there has kind of fixed this up. Just getting a couple extra plates there. She gonna get through? Almost. Oh. Rude, sir. Let's, okay. Let's grab this guy. Right there. There we go. Let them suckers get on in here. I think this is going to be better for loot. The old alley-oop there. Sledge turret hit him, and I nailed him mid-flight. We've run this as day 777 Horde, and the first time, it's funny, we got a ton of demos, like, in the first wave, and now we've run it a couple times just today, and same thing, day 777, and I have not seen any. I don't know what dictates what side takes damage. Sometimes these are a little damage, sometimes they're not. That is one health. He's getting all those bars. Let's get rid of those. Reload. Yeah, I think you're far more effective just taking headshots. I don't have a ton of points. I think I have 2 points in Machine Gunner, 3 points. Okay. And 5 points in Fortitude, so all things considered, not a ton of points dumped into it for being truly endgame here. I do have a rad remover mod though on this bad boy, which I'm sure makes a bit of a difference. What else do we have on this? It's only level 4. We've got barrel extender, rad remover, and we got the mag. Extended mag, but get her sledge? She's too low. Yeah, we should definitely 4 points in the penetrator. Ooh. You jump up, you jumped over here. I didn't even see you. could put another thing of the electrical traps right here, but I didn't know if the turrets would technically take any sort of damage, or if they would get locked up there and turn towards the turrets and start hitting them. That is an option there too. Comps has blown up down there in the pit yet. You're too close, man. Oh, I guess I got the turrets back here. I forgot to let them get her. Focusing on the big hitters, I guess like you would on Fortnite. So cops, spiders are more just a nuisance and an annoyance than anything. Let's see how the blade traps are doing. We'll let them keep advancing there. Oh my gosh, they're in good shape. Notice this door's open. I wonder if that has affected anything. It's closed now. Let's see what happens. These blade traps not hitting them now? That's why. That is why. Those poles were lower. So the blade traps just are not hitting them as often as they should be. So, how would we solve that? We would just do this side-centered. Like that. No, I need it to be the full length, though. Middle? Would that be it? That would be it. This. Okay. Alright. Let's kill it again. Oh, yeah, look at that. They just... I mean, that got hit a good amount. Oh, so now they've switched to this side. So we'll have to do the same thing here. It's so funny that they do that. I guess we should turn this off, right? Yeah, that places them half a meter higher, so. But, let's see if they like this, because this is where the original square poles were. Yeah, I'm wondering if, because they kind of intersect with the traps, but I I don't know. That's not really affected them like that in the past. Let's get in here. Do the same thing. Knock this out for some bars. And then we'll get plates. I swear we had plates right here. Did we not? I'm gonna copy it from over here. So we got the exact same ones. Oh shoot, I didn't place the right. Yeah, these bars weren't right. Bars facing out. That. Do that and that. Okay. And then fix that. That. Hopefully, we'll fix it. We will see here shortly. How are we looking out here? Everything else, they're just kind of beating around. There's still some random spots. I mean, I guess I would just do frickin' plates all the way down. They're not getting really fixated on it, though. Yeah. Alright, how are our traps? We'll get these back to full health, because I'm assuming they're going to take quite the beating now. Let's get our blade traps back up to full. Or sorry, electrical fence post traps. Boom. I must have somehow taken some damage from spit. So there was still a little bit of beating on that one right there. Alright, let's make sure they like this pathing. So, well, let's just turn it on. Let's just do a full test. Oh, is this stuff taking any damage? Oh my gosh. That, oh, well, they were, that's right, we had them crawling up here and everything. Okay, so never mind. Or cement mixer. Alright. Kick it off. Yeah, now you can hear them doing work. Now you can stand straight up too and get better aligned headshots. They are liking it though, so this is good. I guarantee you there's noticeable fatigue on those. Yeah, look at that. Already down to 1,700. So yeah, they just were not doing anything before. We're very occasionally hitting. Alright, well they officially like these flagpole poles way better than the rectangular ones. They just did not like it. bites. 3. Check repairs again. It's gonna be like probably every other mag. Yeah, look at that. Look at the health. So it's just gonna be, yeah, steady draining its own health. That's insane. It means it's doing work though. I want to get closer, just to get sledged. I'm disgruntled. Keep an eye on the hubs there. Once they start wobbling a little bit, that's when we know it's time to run on up there. Sit straight to the face. Probably shoot from around the corner of the scaffolding here, just to avoid that. Ooh, electrical traps neat. Nice that they start doing that at 50 health mark. Let's check those blade traps. I'm just curious where they are. Oh yeah, 2. That's working. It was a good amount of time, though, without running up. That one did good. Must have taken a hit at the old cop spit. A lot more loot bags, yep. Spitting from down below, so I guess we would watch them if they fall. Stay on. Let's be crazy and keep these down. Oh, although I guess we now are not covered on the bottom there. Somebody's beating out here. No doubt. What do we got going on down here? Anyone hitting the outside? Alright, so yeah. Swapping for the bars here has... and then getting plates up. That has fixed the issue. Officially. We're out of ammo. Scary close to that thing. do something insulting. Let's get nails. Nail them to death. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can get up here and get sledged. You're almost there. Oh, we're trapped. Did I hear a demo? I think I heard a demo. Not even gonna close the hatch doors. Gonna live adventurously. Now it's stopped. Now it's back. Get back. Take my nails. What's the damage? Mainly just the blade traps. The traps take a lot of damage from that, it seems like, compared to the cubes and shapes themselves. They still take a good amount of damage, but... we're gonna give ourselves some more. I thought it was a lot more block damage from me. Let's try that. This is a lot more damage to them, doesn't it? 7, 2, 7. I mean, it's 10 more compared to normal ammo. Say that too, it's 2 more damage per hit on the block, so it adds up. Machine gun fire like this. Alright, I think that's good enough of a test. There it is. Make it a couple days later. Kill everybody. Oh no, right at the end he explodes and takes out a blade trap. Bastard. Well, we have successfully solved the problem that we were having. So we don't have to reroute this. I'm going to go into the prefab editor to fix some things up. We do need plates on the front. So probably plates on the front and the side. And I think that would do it. I don't know if this would look good if we painted it a different color too. Maybe we get like a red band around it or something. Just to add a little accent. But otherwise, everything else is good to go. What was that from? Somebody must have gotten stuck right on the lantern. I was worried about that. That's from probably Copspit. They beat down this side, so they were still liking this side. So I just would put steps. Would just make this like a big 3-sided staircase. No loot. No red loot bags. Yeah, we didn't see any dire wolves. I mean, granted, we were still... It was, what, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Still some hitting back here. Because that's... Yeah, that's... No, that's not where those traps are, though. I could understand it if it was right here. But, huh, that was like right here. Do we end up putting this stuff on the floor too? And the walls? We just clad everything. Might be the answer because of the size of things here. Well, it still works. Been through some renovations and some renditions, but still happy with how it turned out. All right, I think we'll call it there for now. Be 2.0 soon. We'll get some new stuff rolling.